because work and business and clients and, you know, we can always get more. We will not be able to re-raise our children. Hey y'all, hey, it's Khameleon K, and today I'm talking about mommy guilt and entrepreneurship, especially as a single mom when you don't have anybody else to, you know, pick up the slack. So I have been in a position where I was in front of the computer all day, had, you know, one of my kids call me out and it's like, Mom, you've been in front of the computer all day, or that's all you do. You know, can we do something? Or, you know, ask me for quality time, because I kind of lose myself in my work at times. So today I'm going to talk about how I've gotten better at that and how I've made things better for my kids and I. So the first thing I did was I time blocked. So I have designated time for work, which actually can be moved around considering I'm an entrepreneur. So it's not like I have a set time that I have to be in a 9 to 5. So even if I did set a schedule for a 9 to 5, but something was happening with, you know, one of my kids that I needed to be present for, then I can always move that time around. But I also not only time block for work, I now also time block for my children. So let me give you an idea of what that looks like. So I have 2 kids, and I feel like each of them deserves their own individual time as well as quality time as a unit. And so I have designated time that I spend with my son, and I have designated time that I spend with my daughter where it's just me and them. And then I also have time where, you know, we go do things together. So I can have, I'm very big on communication with my kids, so I don't want either of them to feel like, you know, they don't have that time or space, or, you know, are given that floor time, if you will, to express things to me. If you saw my video about my kids and being their friend, I'll pop that up here. That kind of talks a little bit about how I feel regarding communication with my kids. But anyway, so that's why I'm big on one-on-one time with each of them. Now, when I spend time with both of them, I also have, I don't care if it's like 1 hour a week that you designate with your kids, or, you know, 2 hours together. Y'all could go, it could be something as small as you guys going to get ice cream, you guys taking a walk around a lake, or anything of that sort. That's the type of things that I do. I just want them to be able to talk. Now, if I take them somewhere like the movies, of course we aren't having a conversation, but of course that's not all the time. So, you know, depending on the setting, I do make sure that we have that time. Now, depending on your specific schedule, that could look like an hour a week for you per child. If you only have one, then, you know, awesome. Or that can be 2 hours where you guys just, you know, 2 hours where just you and them do something once a month. I don't know, you know, whatever you can fit into your schedule. Just make sure that they have that quality time with you. And the best way to stick to whatever you come up with is to treat it like a meeting. So if you are meeting somebody at 9 a.m. on, you know, a Friday, you're gonna make sure you show up for that Zoom call or that meeting, or if you're meeting with a client, you're gonna come, right? So treat your kids the same way. I'm a realtor, right? So sometimes clients' schedules are a lot different from mine. And, you know, I have a lot of flexibility, but let's say, for example, I'm supposed to, you know, take my kids out at 5 p.m. on a Thursday, and that's the time that my client wants to go see a house. If you treat it like a meeting, you say, I already have a meeting from 5 to 7. However, I can take you to see the house at 7:30, or I can take you to see the house at 3:30, which is better for you. You kind of just set the expectation, because at the end of the day, don't stand them up because it's a personal meeting. Have that same accountability with yourself regarding your kids that you do with your clients. Another thing that I found that works is having, like, maybe something quick, like a 30-minute, it can even be a 15-minute just chat at night with your kids, or you know, in the morning. Because, okay, so I homeschool my son, but I take my daughter to school. So that time that I take her to school, I can have a conversation with her, or that time that I pick her up from school, I can have a conversation with her, and that's a quick, what, 20-minute ride, right? But you can also do those things at night. So you can take that time at night to, you know, when they're little, you're tucking them in, and they may not, you know, communicate as much depending on the age of the child. But if you're dealing with a child that's actually, you know, at the age where they can communicate with you, maybe tell you about their day, it's the perfect time to get to the bottom of just what went on in that day. You want to always know what's going on in your child's heads. You don't want them to feel like they can't talk to you. You don't want them to feel like they can't get that time in with you, and it may have been something really important that they needed to tell you. So just a quick 15 minutes at night, half hour at night, car ride, whatever that looks like for you. Story, you know, if they're little, then maybe you just reading them a book and, you know, listening to their concerns. But that's a good way to get it in as well, because everybody has to, you know, turn down, you know, settle down, get ready for bed, things like that. Take that time to do that with them. And I know I have been I'm not speaking on anything that I haven't experienced, because I have been in the position where I had to get a contract done. I have to get it done tonight, and now I'm on crunch time and I'm working in bed. I have my laptop in my bed and I'm not working at my desk. So then that's interfering with the time that I should have been, you know, having that little chat with my child or whatever the case may be. But I could take a 15-minute step away and come back to it. Now that's me. It depends on how you want to operate your household, but it's just a suggestion. When it comes to games, plays, recitals, things of that nature, I personally attend every single one. That's me. I don't know, like when I first embarked on this entrepreneurship journey, the whole reason behind me doing it and going full-time in it was my kids. So I can't see myself not attending the things that I started this entrepreneurship journey for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's extremely important to me. So I personally do not miss any games. I personally do not miss any, you know, any extracurricular activities or anything that they're a part of. I'm like big on that. That's me. However, I don't want you to feel bad if that's not your case. Like, if you aren't in a position to do that. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I have that flexibility, but everybody does not. And so maybe you can aim for every other game, or, you know, one game a week or one practice a week, whatever that looks like for you guys. And so you just, and then have that communication with your child so that you set the expectations and they aren't feeling like, well, Dad, you know, mommy never comes to this, or mommy never has time for that, and mommy never comes to my school plays, or, you know, you just don't want them feeling like that. So I say just set the expectation so that they know, okay, well, mommy's gonna at least come to one event this month or one practice this weekend. You know, make the time. Just make the time for that, because work and business and clients, and, you know, we can always get more. We will not be able to re-raise our children. We will not be able to get that time back. So try to prioritize those things so that they don't feel like you're choosing work over them. Now, this isn't going to be everybody's case, but my kids are at the age where they're, take me here, I want to go with my friends there, this friend is having a party, etc., etc., etc. And so, and it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of driving, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of gas, it's a lot of time. So one tip that I have utilized is that if there are other parents going, or if there are, you know, my kids' friends going, and I don't necessarily have to be there, like if it's a birthday party for a kid, or it's some type of school event or something like that, then what I'll do in those instances is I may call or text one of my kids' friends' parents and ask, you know, can my kid ride along with you, or can you pick her up from school today and ride with you to the event? Do you mind if she stays with you? I'll come get her, you know, whatever. And so we can share responsibility, and they can do the same with me at times when they can't attend or they can't be there. Like, we record out each other's kids and everything, you know, when another parent can't be at the event. And that's all. I love y'all.
I got the eyes for you. I go and die for you.